My name is Michael. This happened in the spring of 1958, back in Belarus, when I was 21. My best friend Salva and I were walking home from a barn dance near Ora. It was a chilly, drizzly night, and we'd had some vodka, but we were steady on our feet. We were laughing, joking about the old stories, witches, the Baba Yaga, all that nonsense. Farmer and his wife, good people, begged us to stay the night in the barn. They were worried about us walking the road to Dubra at night. They even gave us trinkets for protection, a silver cross for Salva and an old iron horseshoe for me. We laughed about it but took them to be polite. Maybe halfway home we heard a screech above us. In the moonlight, a huge thing with a wingspan like a small plane. It swooped low and we got a glimpse of a deformed, dark, human-like face with jagged teeth. We bolted for a dilapidated barn we saw off the road. We barred the door, hoping we were safe. We heard it land on the roof with a heavy thud. It started pacing, and the old boards began to crack. A humanoid head poked through a hole in the ceiling and looked right at us. My blood went cold with fear. It pulled its head back and went to the main doors and started kicking. The wood splintered, but held. In the flashes of lightning, we saw it staring at us through a window. A nightmare with black, splotchy skin and these horrible teeth. It broke the glass and tried to claw its way in, its wings getting tangled holding it back. Salva and I hid in a horse stall at the back of the barn praying. That's when we heard it finally smash through. It was in. As it was searching for us, we could hear a creaking pop-like sound when it moved, like its bones were old. It found us. It reached under the stall door, grabbed me, and started dragging me out. It scratched my arm badly and slammed my head against the door. Everything started to go fuzzy. Salva was brave, stabbing at it with the pitchfork he'd found, but it barely flinched. The last thing I remember is it hitting me with incredible force. I was thrown against the wall and I blacked out. I woke up later, still in the dark. The creature was gone. Salva was sitting there covered in blood, his and the creature's. He told me that he fought like a madman after I was knocked out. He stabbed it in the eye with a metal key and split its foot with an old axe handle he found, but it kept healing itself almost instantly. He said it grabbed a hold of him and was about to bite his head off, its jaws unhinging like a snake about to swallow its prey. He remembered the silver cross he had. He threw it into the creature's mouth. That was what worked. The silver. He said it started burning through the creature's throat. It went into a frenzy, and Salva kept stabbing it with the pitchfork while it was down. This time, it didn't heal. It desperately crawled out shrieking and flew off just before dawn. Salva saved my life. I realized these old tales were not stories, but warnings to protect us.